Myself to the stage so y'all can hear me. I got my little peace girl up here. Hey, H, you are so funny. Hey, Debbie. Hey, Poppy. Hey, Steven. I put your missing child poster that you had on your community page. I put that on my community page. So all that credit for that missing child poster goes to Stephen at True Wrecking Crime. See, Stephen, I do watch you. You may not think I do, but got my eyes on you. You're doing very well, I might add. Very well. Good for you, Stephen. Good for you. For real, for real. I adore you guys. I really do. All right. I have got to get my crap together. I'm starting off kind of slowly. We are going to say a big, hold on, let me get myself up here. Hold on, you guys. I don't even have my banner up. I don't have my banner up, but we're going to be looking at this beautiful, soulful native flute, Eyes of the Wild. That is me. That is me. So, anywho, let me tell you guys something. What was I going to tell you? Oh, I know. A round of applause for Queen Bee. I heard she won all of her lawsuits against that nasty, vile critter. I don't have to say her name. Congratulations. Congratulations, Queen. For real. For real. Knew it was going to happen. 2025 is the year to thrive. All of these losers are going to be going bye-bye. Okay? For real. Oh, you got the generator working and the hurricanes and the data on the phone. Yay. I know it's snowy here. Chad went out and did all the porch and started the car, and so we're okay, but we're not going anywhere. So they're supposed to come down and clear the road off, but you know how that goes. There is ice everywhere. Ice, baby. Do. She had the stinging power in the courtroom. Woo. I am super duper. That's the best news of the year. That is the best news of the year. Queen Bee won. She won all of her suits against the evil, vile critter that comes out on YouTube. You know who the evil, vile critter is. You know what? I am going to say this, though, because this is true. All right, let me find myself here. Oh, I got to get my banner up. Okay, which banner do I want? How about, all right, let's just go with the easy one, the one I can grab first. It's a bad hearing spot. Somebody can spit in the air and the power goes out. The joy of rural living, Ural. No, she doesn't live in a urinal, okay? It's rural, all right? I misspoke. I said Ural. It's rural. Well, you can have all my snow, grieving mama. You can have all of my snow. Hey, Minnie Pearl. I love that name. I do, because when I think of Minnie Pearl, I think of Minnie Pearl. Poppy, thank you, darling. I've got to pull up my own chat there. Yes, anyone who would love to, donate to the cause being remain calm, okay, because I'm a poor bitch. Please feel free to do so, or join the channel, become a member. I'm really cool with that too. All right, I'm just saying. 2025 is the year not to lie. How about that? How many of you can go through 2025 without telling a lie? Me? I can go through the whole year of 2025 without telling a freaking lie. Thank you, Flies. Thank you guys for dropping all those ways that you can become a crypty. Now, we call the guys crypties, okay? The girls, we call them crypty hoes. We don't call our people hoes because we're trying to demean them in any way. We are good hoes, all right? We're hoes who know. We're hoes who know. So we're crypty hoes who know. I'm just saying. And if people out there in the YouTube universe don't like us over here, guess what? There's a thing called turn it off. Turn it off. If you don't like what I'm saying, turn it off. And if you're listening just to record what I'm saying, then put it out on the streets. I mean, nobody ever clips me. Nobody ever gives a fuck what I'm saying. I wonder fucking why. Could it be because I say fuck a lot? Could be. I don't know. But, oh Lord, look, this is the truth. I don't ever reply to people's comments. But there was a girl. Oh, I probably can't find her now. But she's like, and I can't remember her name. I'm sorry, I can't remember your name. But anyhow, she's like, I'm tired of people putting out misinformation about Summer Wells. Grandma and the boys and Candace all said that she was in the basement. I never heard the boys say that, ma'am. We don't know what the boys said. Candace can say the boys said anything. Dawn can say the boys said anything. Anybody can say the boys said anything. But guess what? We know not what those boys have said. We do not know what they've actually said, ma'am. So please, that's misinformation in Remain Calm's mind. I am a big defender of no misinformation put out about cases, okay? So you might want to rethink that. Hey, but you know what? If you don't want to rethink it, really, IDF, IDGF, actually, but I seen it, so I had to say something. If you see something, say something. That's what they say. If you see something, say something. It's going to be one of those days. It has snowed so much outside. The weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. So if you ain't got no place to go, come on over, hang out, and watch the show. We will 420 it and have a good time. Okay, that's about as far as I can go with that. So, anywho, congratulations, Queen Bee. Congratulations. I could say that 1,000 times in my life. Absolutely fantabulous. Fantabulous. That's fantastic and fabulous rolled into one. That's what it is. But no, 2025 is the year not to lie. And it's the year not to be talking shit behind people's back. Because let me tell you, I could tell you guys for a fact that most people who talk behind people's backs, they're talking about you too. Don't think they ain't. And if you mess with the wrong person, guess what? They're going to record you. or they're going to get you on a three-way call. Yeah, I don't like her either. And then you're going to say something like, yeah, that bitch, I hate her. Yeah, let me tell you about her life. What's up with that? 2025. Well, it may be a losing streak for Betty, but I'm going to thrive. So, F anybody who thinks I won't. Because I am good to people. I really am good to people. Until you're not good to me. And then I'm like, put the brakes on. Gotta go bye-bye. Fly's got enough power to come in. You better watch out. Flies is popping in and out. You never know what she's going to say, for real. Okay, where was I going with this? Oh man, I was listening to testimonials this morning. Yeah, I listen to testimonials. I listen to people who are in the grips of Satan, and they're like, rebuke you, Satan. I'm like, hey, I got my bitch be gone sprayed with the holy water. Rebuke you, Satan. Go away, Satan. And you know what? If you think that I'm talking about you when I say that, if the shoe fits, freaking wear it. Bitch be gone spray. Yes. Yes. I have already had people like, are you selling that? And I'm like, I can get you a can. It's extra for the holy water, even though I know it's holy water. But, I got to go drive a few hours away to get to the church that actually you can get gallons of holy water for free. But, I got to charge for gas. I mean, what the fuck? Whatever. Okay, let me find this because it was really interesting. I clipped it. I am a clipper. Okay, listen to what he is saying and tell me if the shoe fits on anybody on these YouTube streets. Listen now. Listen to it real close. Maybe not listen to it because I got it on mute. But hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Satin ain't getting me today. You are not getting me today, Satin. All right, really, listen to what this guy says. Listen to what he says. I'm telling you.
The devil doesn't need you to know that it's him. Anything that's not the real Jesus is him. Stop lifting your hands and claiming the Holy Spirit when you don't got it. The
When you
devil
don't
doesn't
got
need
it.
you to know that it's him. Anything that's not the real Jesus is him. Stop lifting your hands and claiming the Holy Spirit when you don't got it.
One more
The
time.
devil doesn't need you to know that it's him. Anything that's not the real Jesus is him. Stop lifting your hands and claiming the Holy Spirit when you don't got it. The devil doesn't.
I could play this over and over. Yes, The Exorcist makes house calls. They don't like you to have stairs, though, okay? They don't like you to have stairs that, they got to walk up 50 steps to your house. We know what happened in the movie, okay? And that supposedly really happened. So, now the exorcists are like, hey, can you bring your possessed friend down to the front door? I don't think it's a good idea if I come up there. I'm just playing. I love exorcists. I do. I think they're fascinating. I've watched many of shows where exorcists, they're like people levitate and puke up black stuff. And I mean, it's out there. What are you doing, sassy pants? Send what one to you? What the heck do you want me to send to you? A freaking lifeline? Do you need a lifeline, sassy pants? Girl, they've been going after you. Holy Spirit of Jesus. Hey, you know what? I bet you I could probably handle a snake and it's not going to bite me. I'm just not going to tell people that it's a garden snake, okay? It's a gardener snake. I'm not going to tell people that. I'm just going to be like, hallelujah. And that snake's going to just curl all over. So, okay, hold on. I have to let me just take my hoodie here and throw it over. The way I've got my desk set up, my heat vent is right underneath me, and ooh, I get hot. I am one hot mama whose glasses are dirty and I can't see nothing. Not that I need to see, But I need to see where the devil's at. I see you, Satin. I see you, right? We all see you, Satin, right? Oh no, I've already started out bad. Lord have mercy. How do you not have any snow there, Age? I mean, for real. Are you fibbing to remain calm? Okay. So, all right. Just keep letting them. They don't even know me. They don't know me, but they wanna. Well, no, I'm not even gonna get into it, Sassy. You handle that however you need to, girl. The power of Christ compels you. Shh. The power of Christ compels you. Shh. Oh, you're on the east part? Oh. You know, you can buy it offline. It'll cost you quite a bit, though. I don't personally, I do not sell Bitch Be Gone spray on my channel. I can recommend where to go get it. And I've had a lot of people tell me I should sell it on my channel. Okay? I may get there one day. But guess what if I do? It ain't none of your fucking business. It ain't none of your business what Remain Calm does over here. Okay? So quit picking up the phone and calling the neighbors and telling them what Remain Calm's doing over here. Nobody cares. 2025, I ain't gonna lie. Well, you jumped on the hate train, sassy pants. You just jumped. You just need to get off that hate train, girl. You just need to jump off. Jump off of it. Say, I need off this train. I need off of this train. All right, let's go back to me. Eyes of the Wild. Okay, got my candle lit, got my salt rocks on, and I got my angel up there. Hey, I'm good to go. I am good to go. Okay, so I wanted to kind of go over, I know I'm being silly, but okay, this Gilgo Beach alleged guy who unalived all them girls, they are talking about his daughter. Has anybody else been looking at this but me? Now, they're saying this guy, do you guys remember the girl? What was her name? Shannon. There was actually a movie about it. And her mother was adamant that her daughter was put out in the area where law enforcement had not looked when they started to find all the remains around the Gilgo Beach area, right? And so she was adamant she was going out to the area, pretty much protesting this man who's now in prison. Okay. So now what they're, and I'm going to let the lawyer speak. Because you know I like lawyers. They're my friends. Now, law enforcement, I like law enforcement. They're all not my friends, okay? I don't have any inside scoops into any law enforcement agencies anywhere. But you know what? I think if they got to know me, they would be like, she's cool. We like her. She's pretty cool. Okay, so, all right. This is actually from 6 months ago, just to let you guys know. And the channel is MB Inc. Okay. Now, I don't know why this channel hasn't gotten more. I'm subbing. I'm going to sub to them. I already have given them a thumbs up. It is, I'll put it in chat. Hold on. Let me drop the link in chat. Very interesting here. Let's give this smaller channel. Well, it's not a smaller channel. I mean, they've got 4.23 thousand subs. I just don't know why this particular interview with John Ray, who is speaking about Rex Huerman, I guess that's how you say his name, you know, his latest charges, and this was done 6 months ago. Let me pop that link into my chat there, and MB Inc. There you go, MB Inc. You are getting the credit where credit is deserved. There you go. Okay, so I want you to listen to what he's saying. And he's talking, and I'll show you a picture of the Gilgo Beach Red Rummer, okay, in just a minute. But this was a lawyer that was working alongside of, dang it, what was her name? I think way before, I think that I played the 911 calls from the girl. Oh my God, her name was Shannon. Her name was Shannon, and her mother advocated. She wanted her daughter's remains found. She knew her daughter was out there, and she pushed and pushed until she finally did get them to accommodate her and go out there and look. And of course, her daughter was found out there. Now, this Rex Howerman, I call him the devil incarnate. He has not been charged with Shannon's red rum. But sadly, I have to say, Shannon's mother passed away due to Shannon's sister having a mental illness, and she actually unalived her mother. It was so sad when I found that out. And we can get into that too. I mean, right now, I want you guys to listen to what Mr. Rex Ray is saying. Oh, my. He starts talking about the family and what possibly the family knows or didn't know. And you know, you guys know me. Sometimes I go down rabbit holes and I can't hardly climb my way out of them. So this interview really caught my attention. I do have the closed captions on so you guys can see them. I will make the screen bigger. Let's hear what Mr. John Ray has to say. That kind of rhymed, didn't it?
Is that this man in the indictment took great pleasure in torture, and that he studied the Stockholm Syndrome.
Stop, lady. Let me turn it up. I want you guys to hear what he says about this guy. Very interesting. You know, sometimes we hear things on the news about people who's red rummed other people and different things like that. Oh, thank you, Minnie Pearl. NH, thanks all you guys. I appreciate all you guys. I do. Okay, so anywho, I turned it up. So he is talking about, and I'll get a picture of this loser up, but I also want to get a picture up of the victims, because I'm tired of these evil people who are taking people and they're victimizing victims. They're victimizing victims. Okay? And that pisses me off more than anything. Okay? Victimizing victims. I seen it before I even came to YouTube. After I came to YouTube, I was like, Lord have mercy. Crosses all the way around. People victimizing victims. Okay? And let me tell you something. Just because everybody, all my subs and people know how I am, I would never, ever take a victim of anything and say, oh, that ain't nothing. I'm going through this and this and this. We're all victims of something. We are all victims of something. Somebody in their life along the way has been a victim of something. And when you demean somebody else for speaking their truth about being a victim, when you demean them and you make up different stories, that to me is taking a victim and victimizing them. And it happens every day all over these YouTube streets. People just don't see it like I do, I guess. Yeah, Sassy, you have been over here since I started. You absolutely have. You have, ma'am.
What you heard today is that this man in the indictment took great pleasure in torture and that he studied the Stockholm Syndrome, which is to say that he planned to, and perhaps did, take the women and torture them for long periods of time.
See, that was a thing. Okay, I'll find those 911 calls from Shannon and see if I can't play them. She was, it was sad. So what they're saying is they believe that this weird ass guy, and I'll have to find a picture of him. I'm sorry, you guys. I was thinking more about the victims than I was about a picture of this evil fuck.
Did he keep them in his basement before he killed them? Did he keep them in his storage units or somewhere else before he killed them? But he very carefully studied the Stockholm Syndrome. And he also talks about getting sleep so that when he wakes up, he can play. That would mean that he kept them alive. If he kept them alive,
Good morning.
Who else knows about this? Who else was involved in this? I suggest strongly that the district attorney take a new turn on this and start to look at the family and their involvement in this case. I've said from the beginning that they...
Now, from my understanding, and I have been, keeping an eye on this as it's been going, I just really haven't talked a whole lot about this case. But from my understanding, he has a wife and 2 daughters. But I could be wrong. I will double check on that. I know for a fact he has a daughter, because what they've started doing is going back and looking at his daughter's social media accounts, what she has on those social media accounts. I mean, you guys are going to be amazed when I bring us up to date. Now, this interview is from June 6, 2024.
Are not unaware of what happened. And I still say it now, especially because if you think about it, he had in the basement, there appears to have been human remains. If we credit what the police department did when they went in there recently and took the walls down in the basement, that would suggest that there were remnants of human flesh, human blood, something in the basement. So
something's in the freaking basement. If they're in there tearing the walls down, wow, somebody else, law enforcement, went in and tore their walls out of their little manufacturing shed. Oh, that's right. Oh, hashtag Fred said. I'm not saying there was anything behind his I'm sure that the basement that they're talking about, is it's a lot different from a manufacturing shed.
Over this investigation, it should not be. He didn't appear even in his long list of items. It wouldn't seem that he'd be able to keep all those items secret, quiet, and away from the people who lived with him, of which there were several, by the way, besides his wife and children.
Daughter and autistic 30-year-old stepson. That was his family.
Yeah, the Stockholm Syndrome suggests that he was trying at some point to cause these women to become his slaves before he killed them. And so we have that as well. But I say this. People say, well, there's closure for the families.
No, there's not.
Now that he's been identified as
No, there's not.
And I suggest this, that the word closure is a fake word.
Thank you, sir.
There cannot be any closure for someone who loses a loved one.
Never.
When they find out who the killer is. Instead, when you lose your baby,
Yep.
You never get over it. The pain is awful. And when something like this happens, you don't close the case in your mind. You reopen all the wounds, all the suffering from what happened before. And now it's present again. And it will be forever. So the real reality.
That's like child PDFs. That is what we are going to call PEEDE files. PDFs. Try to remember that, okay? Okay, class, PDF. You can just put PDF. We will all know what you're talking about. Okay? Now, we got this Diddy shit going on. We got this big celebrities involved and all this other stuff. Do you know who is not being acknowledged throughout all these people talking about Diddy and, oh, now Jay-Z's name's in there and, you know, Beyonce, and there is a lot of big celebrity names out, you know, and we can go back to Epstein. They never released that list. They never released that list properly. But who are not being talked about? Who are not being talked about? The victims. The victims. And the victims are the ones that had the things happening to them. So what happens when they're being victimized? And guess what? Don't ever think that they are not being victimized again. They are being victimized again over and over. For real.
The reality here is that more suffering is going to come to these families, sadly enough.
Yep.
But I intend to continue with the work in the Shannon Gilbert case. I'm going to be asking the district attorney.
I apologize. Shannon Gilbert. Okay. Shannon Gilbert's mother is the one who was adamant. I know my daughter's out there, right? I think in my watch later list somewhere, I have it without the redactions in it, the 911 calls, because I played them a long, long time ago. I don't even remember, but I know they're on my watch later list somewhere. This is just something we're speaking about. We're going to be talking about a few different things today, okay? So, you know, absolutely. Whatever I just said.
Task force to reopen that investigation, look again. We have connections between Rex Heuermann and Shannon Gilbert, we know of. So he is possibly the killer, not only there.
Now, supposedly, this Rex dude, and I'm trying to remember it correctly, actually called Shannon Gilbert's mother. He actually called Shannon Gilbert's mother. Yes, that's how she knew. He said he was a doctor and stuff. I'll have to find the calls, you guys. I apologize. I don't have them. Like I said, today was just going to be, let's talk about whatever we want to talk about.
But he's possibly a killer for other women in other states as well. So this is going to take a long haul. And
wow.
I will be there, the watchdog, doing my job. I'm John Ray, and I'm the lawyer for many of the victims in this family.
John,
in this case.
John, you stood here on July 14th with the family of Mr. Taylor, correct?
Yes.
What's it like now to come here today, almost a year later, and now her name is connected to your record?
Well, we predicted that her name would be connected, and it is. So in that sense, there's an intellectual gratification, but that's all. As far as Jessica and her family, they'll speak for themselves. The Jessica's family will speak for themselves about their reaction.
Okay, so basically I'm going to get out of that because he's just saying you have to look at this man's family also, right? I don't know about calling Shannon's sister. I do know that he did call the mother for real. I do know that. Now this guy, I don't like to show long crime stuff. So I'm going to be doing it in bits and pieces because this was just released. This was 6 months ago also. But this lawyer is going a little bit more intense on talking about Rex, whatever his name is. And I have to say all of this is alleged. All of this is alleged. But they do believe that somehow, somewhere, that the daughter of this, I got to show you the picture. Hold on. Let me get out of that. This guy is a creepy dude. He is a creepy dude. Okay. This was June 38th, Fox, Gilgo Beach, suspect family returns home. Now, the family's moving out of the home. That is all big news. Okay. Let me see. Let me see. Hold on a minute. No, thank you. No, thank you. A New York attorney claimed to have new circumstantial evidence in the Gilgo Beach murder case, believes he can prove serial killer Rex Howerman was not living a double life. John Ray, the lawyer I just showed you, who represented the family of Shannon Gilbert, whose disappearance led to the discovery of the Gilgo floor remains, said at a press conference that Howerman's daughter, Victoria, 27 years old, had previously posted to social media disturbing images. Now, the thing about it was they were talking about, they're talking about cannibalism and stuff, okay? For real. And so kind of weird. So one of the images appears to be the remains of a human being that looks half-eaten. Okay, trigger warning. They also found her Tumblr blog, but it's unclear who or what the remains actually are. So are they just grasping at straws here to say that, I guess with what they found, I don't know how the family wouldn't have known. For real, how the family wouldn't have known, I guess. Sad, sad, sad. Sad, sad, sad. And boy, when Shannon Gilbert's mother was out there and she was saying, I know something happened to my daughter, it's a gut feeling you have when one of your loved ones is in trouble or something. It's like a spidey sense. Daughter worked and hunted with him. Well, I don't know how much he actually hunted these women because most of them worked as ladies of the night. They worked as call girls. They were on Backpage and different things like that. So most of them were, working. And that's the problem. This is what gets me in a lot of circumstances. For a long time, when there were ladies of the night out working, the police would arrest them. They would never arrest the guys, right? A lot of places, they have started setting up sting operations to catch these guys who are paying for it or whatever. We could really get into a lot of that. So, okay. So they're checking out her social media pages and stuff. What the heck is that? The lawyer Ray presented his evidence exactly a week after Howerman 60 was arraigned on red rum charges in the 2003 trigger warning dismemberment death of Jessica Taylor 20. and the 93 death of Sandra Castilla, 28. No members of his family have been charged with crimes in relation to the case. Prosecutors and police have not accused them of any wrongdoing. So this is the picture of the family. They're all adults, so I can show it. Okay, this is Asa Elrup, Victoria Harriman, and Christopher Sheridan. I don't know why it says GoFundMe. We will find out. I mean, this dude was supposed to have been a freaking doctor. Okay, so that's the wife with the long red hair. The daughter's in the middle, and this must be the autistic son that Karen with a C was talking about. Okay, so at this time with this article, they still they moved they moved out of the Massapequa home. The law enforcement kept coming in and searching it. And as you heard 6 months ago, the lawyer talked about they was tearing the walls down. Oh, thank you, Flies. I keep forgetting I even had that. Oh, you even put my Venmo on there. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. You know I do. I appreciate all you guys. I really do. Thank you, ma'am. You just got them all up there, don't you? Okay, so that his wife tried to say that the evil Rex was leading a double life, but that is coming into question with what they're finding out was transpiring in that home. So the adult children have been caught in the crosshairs of this deeply unfortunate case. They had nothing to do with other than they are related to him, and that could be true. But the daughter seems to be a little on the there he is. He looks evil, in my opinion. He looks freaking evil, I'm telling you. But oh my gosh, all right, Flies, you guys are going to appreciate this. Okay, so I want you to hear this. All right. This woman is talking about what they have found. I have to say trigger warning on this. So please be prepared for what you are about to hear here, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Let me see. I don't think I need to speed it up. Okay. All right, Flies. Listen to this. And then you can give me your opinion on it. Oh, wait, you can't hear her. Talk, lady. Don't be silent.
Characters, often portrayed in sexualized fashion. A sampling of this person's content can be found on the Twitter account.
Okay, wait. So she's talking about what they have found in content on Twitter that they found under the daughter's name. All right, are you ready? Thank you for the copyright disclaimer. This is Fox 5, New York. All right, and I know she's hard to hear, and I cannot find where the freaking closed caption is on this. Oh, Lord. Okay, I'll describe it as best as I can. Trigger warning. We are talking about Rex Howerman, the Gilgo Beach Red Rummer, who is being charged, I believe, with 4 right now. 4 red rums. They are talking about his daughter, and they are asking the question, how, Mamie, does the family not know what he was doing? But Flies, you'll appreciate this. Debbie Ho, you will too if you remember.
Furry is someone who is an enthusiast for anthropomorphized animal characters, often portrayed in sexualized fashion.
Oh my God, she's talking about the furry people. Now, I have to say, not all furry people are, you know, kinky and stuff, all right? They're not, all right? They just enjoy creating the characters and things like that. So, yes, you got it right away. You got it right away, Flies. All right, for those of you who doesn't know, I'm just going to try to fill you in a little bit. There's some pictures going around on the Twitter, okay? That's the actual images of somebody that we know on YouTube who's not on YouTube right now because they're in jail. That's the best hint I can give you, okay? Look, I ain't dogging on them. If you want to dress up like a puppy dog and be poked in the tush, what the fuck am I going to say about that? Okay? I'm just not going to watch it. I'm not into that stuff. Okay? I have never watched the PORN ever before. I never needed to. Okay? I don't need things like that. Never did. For real. But hey, look, I'm not downing grown-ass people who want to watch that shit. All right? Yeah. I don't even know what else to say. And they called it puppy love. Oh, I guess they'll never know how the one in jail really feels and why some people still love him so. All right, moving on. Okay, May. He was a YouTuber that all the women loved, and now he's in jail. Yes, prolapse. The prolapsed anal cavity. Yes. Okay. All right, May. I don't want to say his name. I'll have to get my spray out again. I'm scared of him. I'm scared of the snail. And I don't mean the smell, the snail. Okay, moving on. Moving on, May.
A sampling of this person's content can be found on the Twitter account EBChimera_adult.
I don't need to look
I
for
might
it.
add that these images are not for the faint of heart. It is cartoon pornography, but it depicts various grotesque acts of bestiality.
Oh my gosh, who does that? He had a bag of tricks. I heard. Now look, honestly, and I will come on camera to say this. To each their own. All right? If you're into that kind of thing and you know, turn around and what's wrong? What's wrong, Flies? Is somebody blowing shit about my channel? All right, May. It's the person who sold t-shirts that nobody got. Good old crooked finger. That's weird, right? Oh, you're trying to give clues. Okay, let me try to give a. There it is. Debbie put one in. You still don't know who it is, May? All right. It's the guy that sold all these t-shirts to all these women, and they never got the t-shirt, May. Now, you probably don't know that he was dressed up like a little kitty cat. Wasn't it a kitty cat, Flies? And I don't know. All right. but it goes along with this what this girl's talking about. Okay. All right, May. Do I need to say it? Do you want me to say it? ES. The invisible t-shirt, the tunnel knowing fake predator hunter with a fake Crocodile Dundee hat. Oh, Lord, we can't give you no more. Oh, May, I know you heard about him. We all heard about him. They don't call Mac for nothing. Oh, there's a song, Mac the Knife, right? Do, 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 do. What is that song? There is a song called Mac the Knife, right? Highway run into the midnight sun. Tasers going off in his ass. No space and time, always another show. Candace wondering where he's at with her pizza. He showed up late and the pizza was cold, so she sent him away. Her little dogs yapped and bit his ankles while he was there. Okay, May, you got to figure it out, girl. You got to figure it out. The caveman. Okay, Lord have mercy. How many more? Okay, all right. Shelby Shell's gonna shoot me. May knows who it is. I love May. She's got such a good sense of humor. Ernie, and he drove the fastest. That's who it is, May. I knew you'd figure it out, girl. Okay.
That this person produces grotesque cartoon hentai-style pornography is significant, as it is seemingly the only account with which Victoria has engaged publicly.
Victoria is Rex Howerman's daughter. And she's 27 years old. And she's producing these nasty little videos with cartoonish people doing bad things to animals. Okay?
Deeming this person's content worthy of a reblog, and that
A
according to the
reblog?
district attorney, Rex Heuermann himself searched specifically for hentai porn, searches with which the DA described as sadistic. While
Oh,
Victoria's likes on Tumblr are not available for public review, some counts are, she has chosen not to make hers public. We can look to the list of accounts she follows to inform us as to what kinds of images Victoria is viewing. Upon examination of the roster of accounts Victoria follows on Tumblr, nearly every account is focused on the circulation of furry art and images.
now this is the thing. All right, like I said, putting the PORN type of stuff with the furry images, that I don't like that. Okay, because there are younger kids who love to make the what do they call them? I mean, like a somebody who cheers for like a basketball team. Mascot. Now let me tell you guys something. You may not know this, but people who design those costumes, they are worth a lot of money. a lot of money. So not everybody who does, makes the costumes and stuff are into freaky stuff. And I hate that for the kids who are, doing it to learn how to design the costumes and stuff like that. So I get kind of a little bit angry when I see grown adults doing this shit, to each their own, but it really puts a bad light on our children who are just wanting to learn how to make the costumes and stuff like that. So there are there are many furry communities. So just because, like Fly said, one has a sick fetish doesn't mean they all do. Okay. But yeah. Kitty kitty, here kitty kitty.
Victoria has a preference for furry pornographic material and dark, macabre art as seen on various accounts. And I'll go into some of these accounts right now. There's Ebony
This is the
Chimera,
daughter.
a furry porn content creator. NIEH Furry, a furry content and furry porn creator. I guess I should be thankful.
Yes, Flies, thank
a furry
you.
porn and furry content creator who links to a fan fiction account of theirs on a website called Archive of Our Own, which publishes explicit content. This person's works and bookmarks displays a preference for fan fiction with the self-described themes of graphic depictions of violence, rape, child abuse,
Trigger warning.
strangulation,
Trigger warning.
underage prostitution, asphyxiation, and rough sex.
Well, there are people, Karen, that do eat raw meat. There are people that do eat raw meat. They just don't eat remains of people. But we do have real life cannibals, you guys. I mean, we really do. There are people in the world that absolutely like to have a good, bite of somebody, for real. For real.
Squeak Squad 524, a blog which describes itself as an art blog of Yiffertons, Yif and its derivations being slang terms used by furries to refer to pornographic content of anthropomorphic animal characters. Lilera, the account from
No,
which
I don't think so,
these
Flies.
images come, and it's an account which circulates disturbing images of gore, violent pornography, and other fetish content. The content creator describes themselves and their blog and their bio as a gore whore with content warnings.
A bore whore. I'm just going to say this, okay? If Rex Howerman was not Victoria's father, what she has on her social media would not have been looked at twice. For real. I mean, put a one in chat or whatever if you get what I'm saying. If she would not have been related to this man, no one would have questioned any of her social media. And she is 27 years old, so I'm sure that her content is for adults only. Okay? Not that I'm siding with this girl. All right? But if Rex Howerman was not her father, her taste and whatever would be totally on her.
Self-described as extreme gore, hard vor, violence extreme. Vor being cannibalistic imagery of a victim eaten alive. This is to quote the dictionary.
Now, problem. Do y'all see the problem now? That is Rex Howerman's daughter. And alleged serial unaliver. Right? You question the taste of the woman in the white. You don't like that white shirt, Debbie? Leave it to Debbie, ho.
The prey's flesh being ripped, chewed, or bitten, resulting in horrific injuries and often loss of.
Wait, that sounds like dark web stuff. No, rapper, honey, it wasn't. Oh, yeah, it was. Yeah, well, no, this is the Go-Go Beach Red Rums. The secret is in the sauce. How are you today, rapper? He loves to lurk. Loves to lurk. Is lurking around. Watch out, girls, you know where to be found. 'Cause loves to lurk is lurking around.
Of life. According to a translator familiar with Scandinavian languages with whom we consulted.
Now, wait a minute. You're getting into Scandinavian translators? Lord have mercy. You are trying to tie this girl in. 27-year-old daughter of Rex Howerman. And you are, you're getting the Scandinavian translators? Wow. How much toilet paper was harmed in the making, that lady in the back shirt? Oh my gosh, we're talking about weird shit, and you guys are talking about her shirt. All right, ma'am, in the white shirt, you are really, you're taking away my class's attention. Can you please move? Please move, lady.
Victoria's account handle Vinan de Madtour may itself be an allusion to eating and consumption, a disturbing reference when considered
No, they're around,
in the
May.
context of the hard vor fetish content Victoria views and follows.
Wow. So they are trying to say that there is no way that his family could not have known about this stuff. For real. To let you guys know, I think this weekend, yeah, I was just playing with you, H, when I seen you accidentally put an N instead of an A. You're fine. I knew it. I'm trying to see. Ray, a drop of golden sun. Me, a name I call myself. For a long way to run. Oh, it's been really good, rapper. Thank you for asking. We do have a documentary, but I think I already showed it to you guys. I think it might have some of the we can I guess we can take a peek at it. Hold on, y'all. This is a documentary I had on it, but I've got two different documentaries on it. One of them is a full documentary from LMN, which is Lifetime Movie Network. They are checkmarked. I just try to be very careful on whose content that I use, because even sometimes if you give people credit, they still don't like you to use their content, which is really freaking weird. Okay, so I think we might go with, I mean, what do you guys think? Yes, Jeffrey Dahmer, Rex Howerman, Ed Gein, Donner. Yes, the Donner Party. Absolutely. Absolutely. Did you get ice and snow, Rapper? Chad went out and did the front porch and put us a path to the car and the truck. So, okay, let me see. But I'm telling you guys, I truly believe this wholehearted. And so put a 1 in chat if you believe that you know of anyone on YouTube who are kind of like this. Hold on. Hold on. I can't say this enough. I truly, truly believe what this guy says. Truly. My heart is with you, mister. All right, let me make sure the closed captioning's on. Okay.
The devil doesn't need you to know that it's him. Anything that's not the real Jesus is him. Stop lifting your hands and claiming the Holy Spirit when you don't got it. The devil doesn't need you to know that it's him. Anything that's not the real Jesus is him. Stop lifting your hands and claiming the Holy Spirit.
Stop when you ain't got it. Oh, now you're freaked. Oh, I'm sorry, May. Don't be freaked out. Nicole, how are you? Are you feeling all right? Every little thing's gonna be all right. For real, for real. It was really sad, though, when Shannon Gilbert's mother was unalived by her sister. It really was. But there are a lot of people that I see, you know, they'll come out on their channel and they'll be like, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. And within 2 seconds, they're contradicting being all about Jesus, right? She's already scared, Debbie, and you telling her to go watch documentaries? That is funny. That is funny. Still puny, but praying it goes away within the next 12 hours because I get my baby back from, oh, I know. Maddie was sick around Christmas and New Year's. Nobody felt good. And so, you know, it's a lot of talking on the phone and everything else. It was just a sad holiday all the way around. It really was. But thinking back on my life, you know, I've probably had sad holidays before. I truly, truly did. But that's what they do. What better way to get followers than to, what better way for Satan, demons, evil people to get followers by what? It's all about God. It's all about Jesus. Now, I'm going to tell you guys something because I love Jesus. I believe. I do. I'm a believer. I'm a believer. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to come out here on my channel and say that everything is about God and, you know, Jesus and, you know, whatever. And it's just some people recognize and others don't recognize. And it's sad. It is sad. Okay. So they're digging into this girl's social media stuff. Now, Rex Howerman is saying, I did not lead a double life, where he concealed the alleged violent crimes from his family. How would he have done that? So that is why this lawyer is saying, what did the family know? Now, Victoria Howerman is not being charged with anything, nor has she been accused of anything. Now, let me say this. If she is getting a big following from what she's doing, that may be her, you know, her niche. That may be what she does on social media, that she knows that she has a big following and maybe monetary wise, right? That's always a possibility. People can hide some of the weirdest, they can hide some of the weirdest things from people. 50 Shades of Cray Cray. I've heard about that case, Nicole. If I went to a hospital with a chunk of flesh missing and said someone ate me, I would be committed under them. No, you know what, May? There was a case of a young boy who was in a restaurant with his parents. He left that restaurant and had a psychotic, some kind of a psychotic break, right? And he actually took a bite out of someone. He was walking down the road. These people were in their garage. He went in and attacked. And when the police got there, this kid was actually taking a bite out of a victim. Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that, Amy Lynn. It's bad, Amy. I know it's bad. A lot of people are getting really, really sick. Really sick. But yes, for real. So I do have to say that that's sad. So but Rex Howerman actually kept a document on what they say was like a blueprint to his crimes, right? He is revealed. Now, wait, they're saying why was they calling him a doctor? Because he's a New York architect? He appeared before a judge to be arraigned in the deaths of Jessica Taylor and Sandra Castillo, two young women who were long suspected of being the victims of men preying on women of the night, I'll call them. Now, Rex Howerman had already been previously charged with unaliving 4 other women. So that would bring it up to 6. Now, like I said, I don't believe he was ever charged with Shannon Gilbert's passing, but I think that they do believe that, yes, he was the one who did it. But that's alleged, right? Yes, I'm going to pull it up. I'm waiting on confirmation from the coroner himself. And truthfully, I haven't pulled that up yet today. I will before I get off, though. I'll pull it up and see if the coroner's come out and said anything yet. But if they believe that it was her and it was the same clothing, the percent of it being her is, kind of high there. So, no, man, I'm going to say this. I know that on YouTube, we're not supposed to talk about the Rona, but this is what happened throughout that. Yes, a lot of younger people and older people, it hit the hardest. That's my belief anyway, my opinion. And we did lose a lot of people. But what happened through that time was we were all in our homes, and this was all we had. This is it. This was the only way that we had to communicate with each other. Social media. That was it. Now they question children who, in my opinion, have been raised on social media, basically. They don't have that personal contact with anyone. They really end up with no social skills. So that is something that we took away from the Rona. And yes, our hospitals are filling up also. Our hospitals are filling up also. So my advice on that, if you start feeling a little ill, go to your doctor. Go to the doctor immediately. Try to save yourself from being stuck at the hospital. I had a newborn when it first broke out, but I got sent home with stimulus pay. Oh, that's good. Way more than I had working. That is really cool, Nicole. That is really cool. I do know some nurses and even a doctor that talked about that, they didn't get the opportunity to do that and were put in some compromising positions. And that's sad, but that is really good. That is really good. If that is what they did for you. That is awesome sauceum. When schools closed, every child was computer taught. It damaged them, in my opinion. Homeschooling is not what was happening with Rona. They couldn't even go to parks. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Oh, yeah, Debbie, you were telling me. Debbie's son had to take his girlfriend to the ER, and she was really, really sick. And they tested her for the bird flu, which is something that is common where Debbie is from. So they tested her for that. That was really interesting. Rapper, you are being so nice today. Thank you so much. I like having you around, Rapper. I do. I want to let you know that, Rapper. I like having you around. Yes. Yes. Yes, absolutely. Okay, so these crimes, these red rums are from all the way back to 1993. All the way back to 1993. Because, let's see, Jessica Taylor disappeared in 2003, and Sandra Castillo was unalived 30 years ago in 1993. So this is telling us that prosecutors believe that he has been unaliving women for a long, long time. A long, long time. I want to try to see if I can find the, hold on. Let me pop this up here, whippersnappers. Let's see what it says here. Okay, so there is 6 women altogether. Prosecutors said they were able to use forensic testing methods to match hairs found on or near the vicinity of both victims to a DNA profile that is likely a match to Howerman. Okay, what do you mean likely a match? What do you mean likely a match? Is it a match or is it not a match? Likely a match. Additionally, they recovered a planning document on a hard drive in the basement used to methodically blueprint his unalivings of these women. The all caps document, let me pull up over here. I'll show you what I'm reading because here's a picture of this guy looks like a freaking creep, doesn't he? That guy, he looks like a freaking creep. I'm sorry, that's my opinion. So on the document, the all caps document features a checklist. Dude's got a checklist with tasks to complete before, during, and after unaliving these women, as well as practical lessons for the next time. Among the dozens of entries written are reminders to trigger warning, clean the bodies and destroy evidence, to get sleep before hunt, and to have a story set. Dude was writing himself reminders. Oh. I'll tell you a funny story before I get off here, May. We'll switch it up. We are talking about some heavy stuff here, May. Yep. Look at, I could not imagine being a young woman, small of stature, being up against this guy. For real. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. I love that song. I was kind of upset when I don't know. It was really pretty when Beyonce sang it at the Beyonce Bowl. But yeah. But I do love that song. It's the Beatles. It's the Beatles. But I do love that song. Beautiful song. Now it's stuck in my head. Thank you very much. It's stuck in my head. Oh my God. That is a beautiful song. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. Okay, I can't sing that high. But a beautiful song anyway. So he's writing these things down. He is writing these things down. One section, trigger warning everybody. One section. Don't start humming to the music Psycho. Is there a song for Psycho? I didn't know there was a specific song for a Psycho. Do I need to make one up? Nicole said, watch some episodes of Criminal Minds. I love that show. I love that show. Oh, you're fine, May May. We're not going to let nothing happen to you. I will come through this monitor and I will beat up any monster who thinks they're going to come for our May May. I guess I don't remember. Oh, oh, that's what you're talking about, right? The shower scene. Okay, so trigger warning. One section titled Things to Remember appears to highlight lessons from his previous unalivings, alleged, such as using heavier rope, limiting noise in order to maximize playtime, a body prep, among a note to remove the cranium and hands. Can you believe that? Oh, you were thinking of the Puddle of Mud song? Okay. So now they believe that they may have connected him to yet another victim. Her name is Valerie Mack, whose partial remains were discovered near the body of one of the other girls after her disappearance in 2000. But Howerman has not been charged with that. They are kind of suspecting that, though. They are still working the case. They will continue to work that case. But he did plead not guilty during the hearing that he did not unalive Taylor or Castilla and was ordered held without bail. So, wow. So absolutely, Nicole, you are freaking May out. May's like, I just said I was safe. I lived upstairs. And Nicole's like, no, you're not, May. Nicole's like, you are not. Lord have mercy. That's how we do over here, isn't it? Oh, good. You got a security door and it's locked. All right. Good deal. Well, sometimes it helps to have nosy neighbors if they're being nosy for the right reasons. You know, if they're looking out for you. Nicole. Oh, my goodness. Lord, the things we talk about over here, you never know. All right, so I've been on here an hour and a half, and we are just going to have a come and talk about what you want. What would you guys like for me to look up? And we are going to talk about it. I am going to look up Jenna Lee to see if we have an update. There's the link. Feel free to take it. I do have an overlay, so if you've never been on panel before, or don't want to be shown who you are, I will put the overlay up, and it will be our secret. What the heck is that? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for that Cash App. AS. I'm going to call you AS, but thank you so much. That is so nice of you. Thank you so much. I didn't know what that ding ding was. Wow, that's awesome. That's the first notification that I've gotten for that. Thank you so much. Thank you, ma'am. Much appreciated. That is so cool. I get thrown off when, thank you, Nicole. I get thrown off when people do that, because you guys, it's hard to describe how grateful I am. Because I am truly grateful when you guys bless me. And I've talked with Flies about it and Debbie about it, and Debbie was like, you have to look at it as a blessing. And yeah, I got a lecture from Debbie about it, because I was like, I don't like asking people for things, and I do try to come on here and give everybody an opportunity to have conversation and give their opinion and have some fun. And so thank you. That means a lot to me. It really does. Well, I'll stay up with you, May May. I will stay up with you. If you end up staying up all night, I will stay up with you. Okay, let's see if anything new is out about Jenna Lee. She should already be in here. She is. Now, somebody was talking, when I was talking about her, talked about what her final words were when she left home. And the only place I could find where it said that was at the Daily Mail. So, I don't know if the family told them that, or how they would find something like that out. All right. I don't think the coroner's report is going to be out so soon. They still say they believe she's been found, but I don't think they came out and actually confirmed it. Let's pop over. I want to show you guys. She's so beautiful. She is so beautiful. And look, I know how social media is. And I know that, especially in the community that a lot of us know, because we came in under the Summer Wells case, and yeah, thank you, Nicole. Thank you. That means a lot. It really does. So what we have, what a lot of us in the Summer Wells community, or I still say White Boy said it best. He talked about the Summer Wells community, then he talked about a sub-community within the Summer Wells community. I believe it was searchers, but I'll find out, Debbie. I'll find out. So what happens is when we have a case of a missing child now, hey, NTM, Happy New Year's to you. We automatically, our minds, well, mine doesn't, but a lot of people's mind goes straight to the parents are guilty. The parents did it. They don't look at the evidence that we have in front of us. What they do is they go straight to the parents. Okay, straight to the parents. I truly, this is my opinion, I do believe it was an argument, some type of, like they said, little argument. And Jenna got very upset and she walked out the back door. Could she have said something like, you know, the Daily Mail saying she said? Absolutely. Absolutely. I call them careless words because sometimes you get angry and you'll say things that are very demeaning to someone, or you know is going to really hurt that person's feelings. I call them careless words. So she got upset. She didn't even take her phone. I truly believe that she had every intention on going back in her house. Yes, hot-headed words, yes. And because what 17-year-old gets mad, leaves out the back door, I think she was angry. I think she, you know, like I said, there are a lot of us who's been in a situation where you get so mad that you just take a walk, or I know a couple of women who even took up running. They took up running. There was one woman here that was even on the news. She got mad at her husband one time, and she was so angry that she took off running. And she found it to be so therapeutic that she was running all over the place. Okay, so, and this was just done this morning at 12:49 p.m. So, how sad. How beautiful. She was reported missing on December 30th. She left home following a family dispute. I really think she would have, I really believe that if she had walked out that door and had plans for meeting someone, I truly think that she would have took her phone. Yeah, me too. I'm not a runner. I'm too short. My legs are short. I have to run twice as fast as everybody else. Okay. Authorities said that remains matched the missing girl found in the desert on January 5th. So she had been out in the elements since the 30th at night. At night. How sad. They found the remains in the desert area east of Desert Sunflower Circle and Spanish Needle Street around 10:42 a.m. The remains did match the description of Jenna Lee Jennahan. They could not see any sign of foul play. But officials added the name of the victim would be released by the Clark County Coroner's Office pending notification of next of kin. Beautiful. Beautiful girl. Yeah, that is so sad. But we will, even though we do believe that the remains were Jenna's, I still want to wait for the coroner's report to come out. I think she left. It was getting dark out, and you know, someone even mentioned maybe the wind picked up a little bit, and you know, she very easily got disoriented, and it's kind of weird because in the desert, everything looks the same, doesn't it? I know Debbie has lived in the desert area and stuff, but does it all kind of look the same? I would think if you didn't have knowledge of the area, it would be so easy to Nevada rapper. Henderson, Nevada. She's from Henderson, Nevada. She was 17 years old. Very sad. Okay, let me hang on. Let me see what else I got for you guys. I mean, it's just a snowy day. I'm just going to hang out, talk about a couple different cases, do a couple different updates. I want to pull up to see if we have an update. On Elijah View's case. I don't think we have. I can't remember when they were going back to court. Jesse Vang and his mother. Isn't that interesting? No, that was 4 days ago. I don't want that. But thank you anyway, my little reminder of what I had pulled up. I appreciate the history lesson. Okay, let's see. It pulled up information I had on Elijah. Why the freak are you doing that? Oh, because there's nothing. The latest was 24 days ago. Let's pull up Sebastian Rogers. There's nothing new on Sebastian either, is there? Court TV said they had a new video 2 weeks ago. That case is so muddled. It is so muddled. All right, wait, because it's not letting me. I don't like that. I do not like that. I don't know why it's I probably need to update my computer. I probably do. Why? All right, let's just do it like this. Bada bing. Bada do. I'm just dropping all the links. We're going to pull up a new link. Wait, shoot. I believe this weekend is the trigger warning, human trafficking awareness. It is starts, I believe, Friday until Sunday. I do have to research it to make sure, but I thought about trying to do like a weekend live, and I don't know though. I don't know if I could handle that. So we would probably have to I'm trying to find that site I had up the other day. Did I put 2025? Well, they're recognizing child soldiers as human trafficking also. They should have been recognizing that from the start. You can't take a child and try to make them yes, January 11th. January 11th is Human Trafficking Awareness Month. Tomorrow's my daughter's birthday. I just thought about that. Holy guacamole. Wow, that's horrible, May May. If she left in she had on a hoodie and sweatpants, I believe they said. And that was the bad thing about it. Her clothing was black. I've got her banner. I've still got her banner. It tells you right there. She had on black cargo pants and a black hoodie. Oh, thank you, May May. I'll tell her. So yes, January 11th is National Human Trafficking Awareness Day. That's awareness. And then the 30th of July marks the World Day Against Trafficking in Persons. This year's theme is Leave No Child Behind in the fight against human trafficking. It highlights the critical need for inclusive and focused efforts to protect children. So I definitely will be doing something on the 11th. I'm going to have, just to let you guys know, I'm going to have a lot of videos that where survivors are going to be talking about what had happened to them, and also the different levels of trafficking. When we talk about trafficking, we're just not talking about child trafficking. There are many adults who are also trafficked for labor and different things like that. So there is just not one level. There are many levels to it. So, thank you, May May. Thank you, H. So yes, that is going to be happening, just to let you guys know. And I may try to, you guys would not believe how many interviews and different items that I've researched that I have kept on my watch laters list and kept notes about as far as trafficking goes. Yeah, just something that I've always Oh my, okay, yes, I know copyright. Okay. Why is that? Hang on. Okay, that's where I played that song. What? Why are you putting that in there again? No freaking way. On January 5th, a day ago. All right, I'll have to go in and take that stupid Pamela Pumpkins Halloween workout out. I mean, that was freaking weirdo Doug Hutton doing that dance or whatever. You guys remember that? When Doug was up there and he was doing that Halloween pumpkin dance crap? Okay, hold on. I am just gonna, I'm taking it out. Take it out, YouTube. Yeah, that was where Doug Hutton was being freaking ridiculous. So I must have played it more than once, but we'll trim it out. There you go, YouTube. Trim it out. Let me know when you're done. We'll figure it out from there. Lord have mercy. It's why do they already got me for that once. They already got me for it once. I don't know why YouTube messes with me so bad. I don't do nothing to nobody. I mean, dang, YouTube. Just be nice a couple times. That's all. I am just trying to make a living. That's why a lot of times I don't like to use things from YouTube. You can use stuff from TikTok and Twitter and all those other places. Okay. So let me pop this one up here. I have a lot of stories that I haven't even talked about. I haven't gotten them out there. Oh my gosh. Not that I don't have any sponsors or anything, but this drink is going around, right? And it's a commercial of something that I got in my email that I'll play here in a second. But this, it's like a calming tonic. And they say if you drink one of these packets, that you actually feel like you've had a couple beers. For real. I hear you knocking, but you can't come in. Oh, thank you, Grandma Mama. I will. I will. I will pull Serena Jackson up too. Okay. So yeah, this drink is supposed to relax you a lot. Okay. All right. This article is coming from KSAT 12. I'm just waiting for the commercial to go. That stuff expensive. Trigger warning. Okay, so mom and stepdad. Me neither. I don't want no mice. I ain't going back. Wherever there's mice, I ain't going back. Okay, I've got to pull up more on that. Okay, now, hold on. These are articles that are in my email, you guys, that I haven't had a chance to pull up and even discuss with you guys yet. But the weather outside is frightful, and the fire is so delightful. And if you ain't got no place to go, come hang with a hoe, hang with a hoe, hang with a hoe. Okay, anywho, I know, I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo, but I'm a low-level weirdo. There's a lot of high-level weirdos out here on the YouTube streets. Okay, now this is from January the 1st. Wow, look at her, under her eyes. A tri-state mother, this is WKRC, accused of overdosing her young children in the home. Oh, thank you, Age. Thank you, nephew. Yep, RC and the three hoes. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Okay, so this is Delphi Township in Ohio. Police say a Delphi Township mother overdosed, leaving. Oh, she overdosed. She overdosed and left her children, 4 children, young children, unable to care for themselves. Wow. Police were called to Brittany Robinson's home on Gilchrist Lane on Tuesday. Her 4 children were there. They are 8, 6, 4, and 2. They were unclothed, nearly without any clothes on at all. The younger children were in diapers that were full and leaking. Oh my goodness, trigger warning. The 4-year-old was in the kitchen covered in peanut butter and was also in a leaking diaper. She faces 4 counts of child endangering. She'll be arraigned on Thursday. Okay, so she's had to have already been arraigned. Okay, you know me. Brittany Robinson, Delphi. We're going to see. Brittany Robinson. Update. I'm one fingering it, sorry. That sounds kind of gross. I'm not going to say that no more. That's like backing up, you know. I can't say that anymore. In Delphi, Ohio. You got to be specific, because if you Google Delphi, okay, 5 days ago, she'll be arraigned on Thursday. So her court date is, well, no, that was 5 days ago. She is facing 4 counts of child endangering. She pleads not guilty. That was June 12th, though. Oh, no, this is a totally different Brittany Robinson. This was June 12th. The father of Brittany Robinson, a 14-year-old who'd been missing for 12 years, has pleaded not guilty to her unaliving. Wow. I never know where I'm going to go, you guys, when I start looking at stuff. So the father says, I didn't have anything to do with it. And that is buffering. I don't know if it's going to be a news story. I'll pull it up. But I don't know at the moment if it is because of the ads. The ads. The added ads. Okay. So Brittany's father pled not guilty in connection with the red rum. This was in Mobile, Alabama. Now, Brittany Robinson had been missing for almost 12 years. His name was Demetric Hooper. Brittany was last seen on June 14, 2012, after her mother dropped her off at his home on McCovery Road. She was supposed to be staying with him for 2 days, but was never seen again. Here we go. Hold on, you guys. Hold on. Let me make this bigger. Let's hear about this. This is Facebook, I guess.
His daughter, who's still missing, says he didn't do it. Demetric Hooper is charged with murder after his then 14-year-old disappeared. Brittany Robinson has been gone for 12 years, and though her body's never been found, prosecutors believe Hooper is responsible. WKRG News 5's Jeremy Jones was in court today. Jeremy, Hooper was there briefly.
That's right, Charis. He was. For a case 12 years in the making, Demetric Hooper was in and out of the courtroom in less than a minute, pleading not guilty to murder. Dropped off to see her father, only to never be seen again. Brittany Robinson was 14 the day she disappeared, last seen at her father Demetric Hooper's house on McCovery Road in West Mobile County.
Remains have not been found. However, we felt after some further investigation and a fresh look at the case that there were.
Hold on, you guys. Give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. Sorry, you guys. That was the school. So Maddie's got a 2-hour delay tomorrow. And this morning they called, and because I'm on her list. So they called this morning, and actually school was canceled here today. School was canceled here today. Okay, so Brittany had been missing for 12 years. And then they finally arrested her dad. What do you have on him that says he did anything? Oh, my other earpiece just went in my coffee cup. Dang it. That's all right. I will open a can of my Canada Dry Shine. Okay. Well, her name does not ring a bell. I don't know if I've ever talked about Brittany.
Was sufficient evidence to make this arrest, and we will move forward with this to a jury trial.
Robinson's case went cold for nearly 12 years, and efforts to locate her remains have been unsuccessful, making the case harder to prosecute.
Wow, how
The facts
sad is
probably
that?
won't come out until trial.
The case was presented to a grand jury, which indicted Hooper in February. He was behind bars in Oklahoma City for unrelated charges, and he was extradited back to Mobile in May.
We, really want to focus on these cold cases, as well as the cases that we have, pending. We're focusing on all of them, but it's important to seek justice for all victims.
Thank you, sir. I agree. Let me rewind it here a little bit. I want to see where that court document is again. There it is. Because remain calm's weird. State of Alabama versus Demetric Lamond Hooper. They are saying that the grand jury said did intentionally cause the unaliving of Brittany Robinson. Now, back then, she was considered a minor at 17. I just wonder what they, state of Alabama versus Demetric Robinson. Right there it is. I have run across crazy freaking now wait a minute. That can't be the same Demetric Robinson. There's a charge on here for SA. Here it is. Let me see. He pled guilty. I'm trying to find the court paperwork. Because that's how I roll over here. Okay, so wait a minute. Okay, I find this stuff. Okay, here we go. Nearly 12 years after Brittany disappeared, which led her mother to file a missing person report on June 22nd, 2012. Okay, hold on. Yes. Hold on, you guys. I need to go check something in the kitchen. Please and thank you. All righty. Gonna have some chicken salad for dinner tonight. 12 years. So after 12 years, okay, you know me, I'm weird. I gotta know. I gotta know right now, before we go any further, do you love me? Will you love me forever? What's it gonna be, girl? Boy? Yes or no? Okay. So Brittany was only 14 years old when she went missing. Let me pull over here. No, I'm not downloading it. Thank you. Don't need to. Okay, so Brittany was 14 when she went missing on June 14, 2012. She was last seen in Mobile, Alabama, after her aunt dropped her off at the home of her father, Dimitri Cooper. Brittany was only supposed to be with her father for a 2-day visit, but she never returned home and has never been seen or heard from again. Dimitri fled Mobile immediately following Brittany's disappearance. A warrant for his arrest was issued 6 weeks later. They were able to finally track him down in September of 2012. Okay, so she went missing in June. It took about 3 months for them to find him. And guess where he was? In a mental health facility. A mental health facility. He suffered from both schizophrenia and substance addiction, and had previously been in and out of treatment centers in Alabama for years. During September 2012, Dimitri reportedly was seeking treatment for his schizophrenia. Once police tracked him down, they confirmed that Brittany was not with him in Arkansas. He was then arrested and charged with felony custodial interference. Okay, wait. Okay, so they first got him for charged with felony custodial interference, which it must have been because Mom actually thought that she was with Dad and that Dad took off with her. So that was probably why he got the charge of felony custodial interference. Okay, I can download the PDF, but after Dimitri's arrest, investigators determined that he had been in Arkansas since July. So he booked right out of Mobile or Mobile. It depends where you're from and how you say it. Oh, that's horrible, Rapper. That is horrible. That is so sad. Daisy Lynn Laundry. Okay, so he had been in Arkansas since July. In the weeks following Brittany's disappearance, he traveled to multiple different locations throughout the southeastern United States. On July 7th, 2012, he took a bus from Memphis to Arkansas, and it was determined that Brittany was not with him during that trip. When they finally tracked him down, they found Brittany's iPod, knives, and a rope in his possession. So he books, okay? He booked, and then when they finally found him, he had these possessions of Brittany's with him. something that a 14-year-old, I would not believe, would leave her iPad or a knife or whatever. No, well, I think they're saying that he found Brittany's iPod, but he had knives and a rope in his possession. Okay, I want to make sure I word that right, because it did sound kind of weird. So he continuously denied Harmony's daughter, and a search of his home provided no evidence of her whereabouts. Due to this, police were unable to charge him with anything related to Brittany's disappearance. They still pursued the custodial interference charges. After initially denying those charges as well, he ended up pleading guilty to custodial interference in August of 2014, and he was sentenced to 10 years in prison, but was released in 2016 after serving 2 years. Okay, so he did do time, but only a couple years for the custodial interference charge. And that was in August of 2014. So let's come on down a little bit. According to reports, a grand jury indicted him in February of 2024. They charged him with red rum. He was already in custody in Oklahoma on unrelated charges. However, he will face the red rum charge in Alabama. Let me get my paper out here that my wonderful friend sent me from my Amazon wish list. I know it's weird. I know it is very weird, but I love paper and I love a good pen. And Fly's got them for me off my wish list. Best gift. I don't know, Rapper. I don't know what'll happen next in the Summer Wells case. I would hope that she's found. I would love for her to be found. I would love for her to be found. Okay, so he was just charged with the red rum in February of 2024. So that's when he was actually charged with it. Brittany is still missing, and the case is currently pending. Okay, so that is an update on the disappearance of beautiful Brittany Shantae Robinson. We will I will dig more into that. You guys, it gets very complicated when I talk about all these cases, because I even trying to go back and get updates and things like that, it's hard for me to remember every single name. And I've got my book that I write down the different names in, and as I keep going, I just get more and more and more cases. Yeah, it has been too long. It has been too long. For real. So we know he did 2 years. They tracked him down in the mental facility. And if you're having thoughts of your mental health or anything, please call the hotline. And I will put that up here. Let me find it. That's human trafficking. I think mental health awareness is very important. I really do. It's sad to know that people are, you know, can be experiencing a mental health or thoughts of harming themselves. But you can please call the 24/7 National Unaliving Yourself Prevention Hotline at 1-800-273-8255 or go to the SUICIDE preventionlifeline.org. And of course, copyright disclaimer. So, I mean, this is really strange. Missing persons by year. We are going to go to, oh, I don't want to open a PDF. Thank you, though. Very sweet of you to offer. We're going to go to 2021. Oh, my goodness. I can make a whole list. Oh, my goodness. Are these children or... Wait, I need to find out. Missing people. It's saying 2020 to 2021, 2022. Are these just in a certain state? Hold on. Oh, I don't know if I can pull it back. The last update was January 6, 2025. Okay, let's go to ongoing cases. Oh, I don't want to have to download the PDF. I really don't. Just throw me a bone today. Throw me a bone, people. Let's just go down the line here. Oh, these are all red rums. Oh, my goodness. What is this? Let's talk about this. The case of Katie and Stephen Plattle. This is Katie Plattle and her biological father, Stephen Plattle. She's 18, he's 42. This is what they looked like back in 2016. The story of Katie and Stephen Plattle is one of the most wildest cases I've ever covered. The disturbing and tragic story has caused a lot of discussion on the case's Tumblr post. While the post covers the overall story, this timeline breaks down details in chronological order. Oh my goodness. Let's find out what this is about. Let's find out what this is about. Let me go back up and show you this picture. Now, this is an old case, but you guys never know what I'm going to pull up. You never know what I'm going to pull up. So that's them back in 2016 together. Katie Plattle, 18, and her biological father, Stephen Plattle, 42. So in 1995, 20-year-old Stephen Plattle meets 15-year-old Alyssa Garcia on the internet. Okay? Now, I showed you the picture. He's much older. This was when he was 20 years old. In 95, he meets 15-year-old Alyssa Garcia on the internet. Then in January of 98, Alyssa gives birth to a baby girl, and Stephen is the father. They named the little girl Denise. I'm going to say trigger warning because I have to be honest with you guys. I do not know what this story entails. Okay. Okay. It's one of those days it's snowing outside. You can hang out for a while. Hey, pop in and say hey. You know, sub up. Come hang out for a little while. Okay. So in 98 is when Denise is born. Okay. And hold on, I'm weird. This is Katie Plattle. So this little girl here is 18 years old, and Denise isn't the baby that Stephen and Alyssa had. So she meets him in 95. He was 20. She was 15. In 98, they have a baby girl they named Denise. Oh, look at that. That is so cute. What a cute baby. Look at all that hair. Okay, so in 1998, according to Alyssa, who would have been 17, right? Yeah, 17 when she had the baby. Alyssa says Stephen was abusive towards their infant daughter, Denise. She alleged that Stephen would pinch Denise until he left black and blue marks on her. The cruel father would also put Katie in a cooler. Now, wait a minute. I thought her name was, they named the little girl Denise, but they must call her Katie. Oh, no, wait. Maybe they're getting it mixed up. Anyhow, in 98, according to Alyssa, Stephen was pinching the baby until he left black and blue marks. Trigger warning, trigger warning. He also would put the baby in a cooler to drown out her crying, preventing Alyssa, the young mother, from freeing the terrified infant until she was on the verge of not being able to breathe. Despite this, though, Alyssa stays with Stephen and ends up marrying him. Oh, thank you. Thank you guys for hitting the like button. I appreciate it. Yeah, this channel, you guys, sometimes you never know what we're going to be talking about. We switch it up. You know, we kind of try to keep it a little fresh around here. So you guys just caught me on a day when I guess I'm giving you an example of how I do research. Because I do my own research, you guys. I love it, though, when you guys send me, like, stories, because then I can research it myself. And I always appreciate somebody, you know, throwing a name at me. And I do apologize if I don't get to everything right away. I really think that any creator that does their own research would tell you that you just don't hop on here and, you know, start talking about things that you don't know. You want to know what you're talking about. But sometimes I love to just pull stuff up with you guys and look at it. I think with the Summer Wells case, there's been so much misinformation put out there. I truly want to believe that there are law enforcement knows more than what they're saying. And we do have to take into consideration, whether we want to or not, that there are many possibilities of things that could have happened. with Summer. Could an animal have gotten her? Absolutely. Yes, an animal could have gotten her. I think where it brought into question was Lawson talking about where her scent ended, which of course made everyone, go with someone in a vehicle picking her up, but then you've got somebody throwing feet print out there, or footprint in a couple different places. So that kind of takes away from, okay, well, did somebody pick her up in a car later? I mean, there's just so many what ifs in the Summer Wells case that, the possibilities of what could have happened to her, there are so many, just so many. But like I said, the misinformation that's been put out, and people just speculating and giving their opinion and stuff like that. I've always given my opinion on what I think happened to Summer. Anytime, and this is the truth, anytime I go to sit in this chair and have a discussion about anything, my mind, Summer's always on my mind. She is always on my mind. I wouldn't have even started doing this if it wasn't for Summer. And Summer is the credit for my channel. I don't even think that I would have the, because believe it or not, I get nervous. I get nervous every time I go to start a live. I get really nervous. I feel, a lot better when I get on here and start having conversations with everybody. But yeah, it is kind of nerve-wracking. It kind of is. Okay, so, but I do hope Summer's found. I really do. And, the thing about it is, I don't like what some people are out there saying, or, what they're what ifing, or imagine this happened. It's keeping our name out there. It's keeping our name out there. And we may not like what some people say or whatever, but it's keeping Summer's name out there. I think that's very important. That is just very important. Okay, so in 98, Alyssa's saying he's doing bad things, but she stays with him and marries him. Also, in 1998, they put Denise up for adoption. Now, Denise, the baby in the picture, she's adopted by Anthony and Kelly Fusco. So the baby's new name is Katie Fusco. Okay, now we know why they were, because see, I got confused when she was talking about him putting little Katie in the cooler so he didn't have to hear her cry and stuff, and left her there horribly. That is why they're saying Katie. So this little girl was born as Denise. This little baby here, cute little thing, all the hair, was born as Denise. But Alyssa and Stephen put her up for adoption, and she was then called Katie Fusco. And she is moved to Anthony and Kelly's home in Dutchess County, New York. Oh my gosh. Hey, okay. This is Poughkeepsie. I think it's called Poughkeepsie. Have you guys ever seen, it's called the, what is it, Poughkeepsie tapes or something? I think that's what it reminds me of. Yeah, that was weird stuff. But anyhow, I'm getting way off topic. Okay, so now we're going to go through the galaxy from what, 1998, right? 98? 1998. And so about 10 years after giving birth to Katie, Alyssa gives birth to her and Stephen's second child, which was another baby girl. Now, Alyssa states that they were more grown up and ready to have children at this time. So she's saying, hey, it's 10 years later, and, you know, I think we're grown up enough to have a baby. Because they had to give Denise, now known as Katie, they gave her up for adoption. Okay. So then in 2012, which is about 5 years after they had the second little girl, Alyssa has a third daughter. So that was in 2012. Then we're going to go to 2016. So Katie, who was born Denise, that had her name changed in 98 when Alyssa and Stephen adopted her out, is 18 in 2016 and starts getting curious about her adoptive family. Okay, I can see that, 18. So she tracks down Alyssa, who is now 37 years old and has 2 other daughters. And Stephen, who's now 42, she tracks him down on social media. They start having a family reunion of sorts. Okay, so in June of 2016, let me get Katie's picture up here. Oh, you're so cute, Katie. Wait, I can't find my letter. Okay. It's a lot, right? In Oklahoma, you can call 988 for mental health trial. Oh, that's pretty cool. Here, I'll pin that. Let me pin that, grieving mama. All right, this story's going to get weird, y'all. It is going to get weird. It is. Okay. Okay, so then Katie starts corresponding with him. Her dad's, 42? She's got 2 other sisters with her biological parents. But in 2016, she graduates from high school. She was going to enroll in a local community college and then transfer to SUNY purchased to study digital advertising. Okay, good girl. She's going to go to college. Then in August of 16th, she was still 2016. She was still corresponding with her biological parents, and Katie changed her plans. Instead of enrolling in college, she opts to move to Henrico, Virginia, to live with Stephen, Alyssa, and their other 2 daughters. No. I shouldn't have said no, but that already doesn't sound like a good idea. Okay, so in September 2016, okay, wait a minute. When did she get there? No. That was August of 2016. She goes to live with them. By September, her dad begins sleeping on her floor every night. Her dad starts sleeping on Katie's bedroom floor every night. According to Alyssa, she and Stephen had already been sleeping in separate beds for months prior. She just got there. Katie had just got there. Right? That's his biological daughter. Trigger warning, you guys. Trigger warning. By September to November, they begin doing the nasty. And this is all within a short period of time. A short period of time. I mean, Katie moves in August of 2016. Okay, August of 2016. By September, they began September through November of 2016. Her father, I'm blaming it on the dad. So in November, Alyssa, her mother, moves out of the home and files for divorce. They split custody of the 2 younger girls. Her mother allegedly had suspicions about Stephen's relationship with Katie, but was not completely aware of how far it had gone. Are you kidding me, lady? Are you kidding me? This is crazy. I have been on a long time, May. I'm getting ready to get off here, darling. Okay, so in November, is when she's like, I had suspicions, but wasn't sure. So late 2016, early 2017, Stephen tells his 2 younger daughters to begin referring to Katie as their stepmom. rather than their sister. What? And at some point, Katie's pregnant with her father's child. Trigger warning. This is crazy. Okay, May 23rd of 2017. Alyssa reads her 11-year-old's diary after a visit with Stephen and Katie. From there, Alyssa learns that her ex-husband was engaging in an incestuous relationship with their oldest biological daughter. She also learned that Katie's pregnant with her dad's baby, and Alyssa contacts the police. Alyssa contacts the police. This is a writing in the diary. Katie is my big sis. I really love her. When oh, wait a minute. I don't know what it says. I can't read it. Oh, it says she. I don't know what that is. Okay, May 31st of 2017, officers interview Stephen and Alyssa and the two other children, but they didn't arrest anybody. So 2017, Katie and Stephen moved to Knightdale, North Carolina. So, hey, if you got a problem in one place, just take it somewhere else. So July 20th, 2017, Katie and her dad get married in Maryland. The marriage was official. They were able to legally wed because they did not disclose their father-daughter relationship. They had a wedding with guests, and his parents came, and Katie's adopted parents came. The adoptive parents said they felt there was nothing they could do except for to support Katie. Wow. Katie gave birth to her father's baby. They named the little boy Bennett. In November of 2017, they issue warrants for Stephen and Katie both. Late January of 2018, this is crazy. Yeah, I know, H. They said they'd come down and plow the road when they got a chance. So I'm hoping they can at least get it done before it snows more. We just doing what we need to do. Okay, so let me get this story done. So late January 2018, Stephen and Katie are arrested and charged with incest and adultery. They are later released on bond, ordered to have no contact with one another. Katie goes back to New York with her adoptive parents, and Stephen's mother gains custody of their son. Really? So his mother gets the baby. That's weird. Then in April of 2018, Katie decides to end her relationship with Stephen. Despite the no contact order, Katie calls Stephen to break up with him. April 11th of 2018, Stephen picks up his and Katie's baby from his mother's house. He brings the baby back to his house, where he later unalives the baby and leaves the baby's body in a closet. What? This is crazy. So then, after he does that to the baby, he drives through the night from North Carolina to New York. Then on the 12th, he waits outside of the home of Katie's adopted parents. He watched as Katie and her adopted father left together in a vehicle. He followed the two as they drove from Wingdale to New Milford. While stopped at a stop sign, he shot Katie and her adoptive father, unaliving them both before taking his own life. What a freaking story. What a story. Wow. I'm trying to think if I heard of this. I can't remember. So the tale ended violently. And along with this story, now this is interesting. So class, listen up here. If anybody's paying attention, listen to this. So, and I've heard about this before. It's called, they use a term and they call it genetic asexual attraction. And it's used to describe an intense physical and emotional feelings that some experience following a restored contact between an adopted person and a close family member of her birth family. So, and some people believe genetically the attraction is there due to like a delayed byproduct of misbonding. And no, these two are not the first case of, a son, mother, or daughter, father. For real. I mean, that is craziness. Well, we'll talk about that some other time. We will. But I've been on here 7 minutes, will be 3 hours. I'm going to get off here. Thanks for hanging with me. I didn't have a whole lot to do today, so I appreciate y'all hanging out. I hope the different things we talked about were worth listening to. And I appreciate you all. I really do. And thank you, mods, for coming in and hanging. And I know today's live was long, and I said I was going to start cutting them short. But like I said, it's freaking snowy outside. And, it's not like I was going to really do anything anyway. It's a lazy day. But I am praying for, everybody that nothing bad happens through this nasty weather. For sure. Later, nephew. You guys have fun. Like I said, the 11th is going to be I think I might try to pull up maybe okay. We're gonna be doing something on January 11th for sure. So, and I can't give you like I'll only be on for an hour or so. We are going to definitely do the trafficking awareness. That is my goal for the 11th. Have fun, everybody. Please stay warm. Fix you a nice cup of soup, or nice cup of tea, hot toddy for some. Little hot toddy don't hurt anybody on a cold winter night. Maybe you got a little scratchy little throat. Anything like that. And thank you, Nicole. Thank you for sending me that. That was so sweet. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, darling. All right, you guys have fun. Don't cost a dime, be kind. I used to say that all the time. I don't say it that often anymore, but it really doesn't. It's free. For real. Some people say free hugs. Yeah, you got to kind of be careful saying that. You never know if somebody's hugging up on you for weird ass reasons. No, I'm just kidding. May, you holler at me through the YouTubian galaxy if you need me. Okay? For real. I'll send the holy water, some sage, and whatever else you need, darling, so you can sleep. For real. No, I appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging out. Hope what we talked about was interesting. If it wasn't, then I appreciate you for just hanging out and listening to me, for real. So, yeah, I will catch you guys here. I am trying to schedule my lives and not just pop on here without any notice. So, but I don't even know if y'all are getting notifications or not. But so thank you all so much for coming in and hanging out. And I will catch you probably tomorrow. But yeah, I don't think tomorrow's going to be a long live like today. I kind of get wore out anymore, you guys. Since I got sick, because I was really freaking sick. I have just it's like I'm slowly getting my energy back up. It wasn't good. And I'm praying for everyone who does not feel good. Lisa 54, I'm still thinking about you too. I'm praying for you. I know, Nicole, you need to get to feeling better. But it's like once it takes hold of you, it's so hard to get back in action for sure. So, but thank you all very much. Thank you for hanging out. Consider becoming a member. And and you guys can share me. I don't have a problem with that. That kind of sounds weird when you say it. You guys can share me. Yeah, that is kind of weird to say that. I'm so weird. Bye, you guys. Have a good night.